امشي يا حاج، امشي يا حاج، يلا حرك. امشي امشي، ايدك ما تتمد، ايدك ما تتمد، ايدك ما تتمد مع الحوض. يلا شيل، حرك يلا، ايدك ما تتمد، ايدك ما تتمد بالذوق والادب.
Since yesterday, a video has been spreading across the internet like wildfire, and surely many of you must have already seen it by now. Watching this video is truly painful, as it shows how badly the guests of Allah are being treated inside the house of Allah. In the first few seconds of this 59-second video, a security officer of the Haram is seen dragging a woman who is sitting near the floor of the Kaaba. Moments later, the same officer is seen pushing a man who appears to be speaking to him in Arabic, perhaps trying to help the woman or question the officer's behavior, or maybe he was someone who knew the woman. Then we see that the man also tries to push the security officer and argue with him. However, the video does not clearly show what exactly happened before this incident, why the fight started, or what the background of the situation was. Because of this, the internet has now been divided into two sides. Some people believe that the security officers are indeed rude and heartless, treating Allah's guests in a disgraceful way. People are sharing their personal experiences online, but the majority are defending the officers, saying that it is not easy to manage a crowd of millions, and when people do not cooperate or follow instructions, strictness becomes necessary. Otherwise, people would never understand. They argue that if the officers don't enforce discipline firmly, everyone would start doing as they please, ignoring all rules and order. Now, I will present both sides of the argument to you and leave the decision up to you who is right and who is wrong, because the Saudi government has recently issued its official statement on this incident. But before that, I must say that whatever happened was very wrong, and the security officer's behavior was extremely harsh and inappropriate. If he wanted the woman to leave that spot, he should have asked a female security guard to remove her instead. He should not have snatched the woman's phone the way it was seen in the video. Imagine if it had been your own mother, sister, or daughter. Would you have tolerated such behavior? However, on the other hand, the security officer is not entirely at fault, as people on social media are assuming. The mistake was on both sides. If people don't give such chances and simply follow the rules, then what need would there be for any officer to act harshly without reason? Let me explain how. The official X Twitter account of the Makkah region confirmed this statement. During Hajj or Umrah, this incident did in fact occur between the security forces and a pilgrim, meaning it was not an AI-generated video. It was a real event. According to the official account, the person in question was violating the laws and guidelines of the Haram, and that is why strict action was taken against them, and legal procedures are underway. This means that a serious violation took place which caused the situation to escalate. That violation could have been anything. Sitting in a pathway and blocking the passage, recording videos where it is not allowed, speaking loudly, spreading some kind of bid'ah, innovation, or causing inconvenience to others, etc. Think about it yourself. Among millions of people, if one person or one woman behaves in such a way that creates problems for others, and as a result, a major accident occurs, like causing difficulty during tawaf or violating others' privacy, then what would happen? The security guards stand under the scorching sun for 12 hours straight, managing crowds and maintaining order under immense pressure. Yet when people refuse to listen, it becomes extremely difficult for them to control themselves. Because of these tense conditions, the behavior of some security personnel sometimes becomes harsh and aggressive. Managing millions of visitors daily, maintaining order in crowds, ensuring safety, dealing with non-Arabic speaking pilgrims, and facing constant rule violations, all of this can make even minor incidents trigger strong reactions, which people often misunderstand as rudeness. Try to understand calmly. This is their country, and these are their laws, and those laws exist for our benefit. If people simply follow the rules, then there would be no reason for security officers to argue or act harshly. If you watch this viral video carefully, it only shows one side of the story. The caption with the video says, "Is this behavior appropriate for the protectors of the Haram?" and nothing else. Whoever posted this video acted dishonestly because they did not provide the context of the incident, when it happened, why it happened, or what caused it. The video only shows the reaction of the security officer, portraying him as being aggressive and rude toward both the man and the woman. Targeting only one side of the story and showing just one perspective clearly reveals that their aim was merely to portray the Saudi government and the security officers in a negative light. Believe me, I had been waiting since yesterday for the official response of the Saudi government regarding this incident, and only after that did I decide to make this video so that I could hear both sides of the story. Our religion also teaches us that whenever a false or unreliable person brings you any news, you must first verify it. Today, the internet is filled with lies because whenever a video is posted, no one knows who is behind it, what the purpose is, or what the agenda might be. And when you believe in such videos and spread them further out of misunderstanding, it actually leads to your own disgrace, because you too are a Muslim. Think about what non-Muslims around the world would think when they see that Muslims are treating their fellow Muslims this way inside the house of Allah. That's why, instead of becoming emotional after hearing only one side of the story, we should wait to hear both sides, research the matter ourselves, and think rationally rather than emotionally. As for being treated unjustly inside the Haram or Masjid al-Nabawi, that is simply not possible in this era, because both places are under the watch of thousands of cameras, and countless people are constantly recording videos. Nothing can escape their sight. Take this very video as an example. Even before this, you might remember a similar incident that happened in March 2025 inside the Masjid al-Nabawi in Medina, when a security officer told a woman not to go beyond the barrier and warned her angrily. In response, the woman slapped the officer, and then the officer pushed her back in reaction. At that time, too, people heavily criticized the security officer, but the real story was different, because the slap came first from the woman. Let me also remind you that this debate is not new. The behavior of security personnel at holy sites has often been discussed. Some pilgrims praise their patience and endurance, while others complain about their strict tone or rough handling, especially during crowded times. But most of those who complain are usually the ones who do not want to follow rules or consider themselves above the law. Now that you have heard both sides of the story, tell me in the comments who you think is right and who is wrong. But there is one thing we can all agree on: maintaining discipline and security at Islam's holiest places is a great responsibility, one that requires both gentleness and firmness, because people from all temperaments and backgrounds gather there. Still, I will say that we should never believe any video on the internet instantly. Instead, we should listen to both sides first and then make a fair judgment. May Allah grant us understanding and the ability to do righteous deeds. Ameen. The viral video from the Haram sparked widespread outrage and confusion, showing a security officer dragging a woman near the Kaaba and pushing a man who tried to intervene. Many viewers quickly condemned the Saudi authorities for mistreating the guests of Allah, while others defended the officers, arguing that managing millions of pilgrims requires strict discipline and enforcement of rules. Upon deeper analysis, it became clear that the situation was more complex than it appeared. The Saudi government officially confirmed that the incident was real, but explained that the individual involved had violated the regulations of the Haram, prompting necessary legal action. This highlights the importance of understanding the full context before forming judgments based on short, one-sided clips circulating online. The message of the discussion is clear. As Muslims, we must verify information before spreading it. especially when it concerns sensitive matters involving our holy sites. The internet today is filled with misinformation and hidden agendas, and sharing such content without confirmation only damages the image of Islam and Muslims worldwide. Ultimately, both sides bear some responsibility. Security officers must act with patience and respect, while pilgrims must obey the laws and maintain discipline. Ensuring order and safety in the holy places of Mecca and Medina is a sacred duty that requires both firmness and compassion. Therefore, rather than reacting emotionally to viral content, Muslims should seek truth, research facts, and judge fairly, remembering that maintaining peace, respect, and understanding in Allah's house is everyone's shared responsibility.